you, Chairperson and colleagues. I should put it on record that it becomes very clear as we proceed that certain people don't want Mkhwanazi to appear before this committee. And they use all manner of excuses to make sure that he doesn't appear before this committee. Others even sing the loudest in a pretentious way as if they are his number one defense force. But deep down, they don't want him to appear before this committee. That's why you can't even revoke sanctioning him, because if he doesn't come, the better. Some of you forget how this committee came about, and many of you opposed the existence of such a committee. And now, because of whatever reason this committee is here, you start finding a way of juniorizing it. What does our committee have to do with the Commission of Inquiry, which is toothless? It's not binding. It can't bite. Why did we put those things in terms of in the terms of reference that we can subpoena a person? There was someone's wife who appeared before one of the committees here, and the husband is here. When she asked for postponement or for this or that, everything else was rejected because there was huge interest on her. And she was reminded that we can even proceed without you. But because you don't have interest, you pretend like you have interest, and you create an impression that Julius has got something to hide. How can I have something to hide when I say someone must come before the committee? You must decide what you want. You must decide whether you want Mkhwanazi before the committee or you don't want Mkhwanazi before the committee. And if you want Mkhwanazi before the committee, in the terms of reference, there are mechanisms to get Mkhwanazi into the committee. Mkhwanazi told you, I'm not coming to you, even before there was an actual date of the commission. That's how junior you are. And you want us to participate in a committee like this that has been juniorized? There is some senior committee called a commission. We're being juniorized. You have turned this committee into a toothless body. It is going to be the most useless body. I'm not even sure if some of us can continue participating in such a committee that agrees on something and do something else. Mkhwanazi, subpoena does not mean Mkhwanazi is wrong. If you don't know English, it's none of my problems. It's none of my baby to feed Malta Bella. Mkhwanazi must be subpoenaed because what Mkhwanazi said is important and cannot be postponed for a day. It's very urgent. But all of a sudden, even if Mkhwanazi becomes the last, that's fine. We can look at other people. Why? Because you don't want the truth. And you create an impression that you want the truth. You don't want the truth. I am here to seek the truth. That's why I'm saying Mkhwanazi must be subpoenaed. Mkhwanazi must come. We have nothing to do with the commission. We can never use a material of the commission in our committee. Mkhwanazi must write an affidavit directed to our chairperson, and that becomes a document of our committee. Any other thing is a hearsay. We don't want that. We want that which has been said to us by Mkhwanazi and the rest of them. I don't know what you're doing with Deputy Minister Sirin to show that you want to make this thing useless. You have put in deputy ministers with no powers. I don't know what they're going to tell you. I don't know what you want to get from those people. You are getting deputy ministers because you want to render this committee useless. That's what you're doing. And we don't agree with any of the proposals. We don't change any terms of reference. We want Mkhwanazi as number one. If you can't get him through lovey-dovey approach, subpoena him. We are not doing anything outside the terms of reference. And then how can a person who started the allegations be the last one to testify? What are you going to use? With due respect, Honorable Bredenbach, we cannot use what has been said on TV. We cannot use that. We can use what is in the affidavit, and that affidavit must have an oath. So, who are you going to question based on what? What is before you? We need something before us. And the person who can give that is Mkhwanazi. He has to come. Even if it means stopping half the way to go and appear into the commission, finish, come back, that's fine. But he has to come to us. Without Mkhwanazi, we are toothless, we are useless, we don't know what we're talking about. Someone is alleging here, you go and ask someone else, or Baru, you did 1, 2, 3, or go and ask the person who said I did that and give you a proof. They say Sibia has stolen or taken the dockets. That's one of the allegations. Of course, we know the dockets have been returned or whatever the case might be. We are going to go to Sibia and say to Sibia, where are the dockets? I never took any dockets. No, what do you mean? He says, go to the person who says I stole the dockets to give you evidence that I took the dockets. It doesn't work like that. As an advocate, Honorable Bredenbach, you know that. It doesn't work like that. There has to be a person who makes the allegations. We have to test the allegation. We have to test the evidence of the allegations. On the basis of that, summon people, because we now have something that gives us at least a prima facie to can engage these people. I raise my case.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Seso. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, host is in Jiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And the Ad-Hoc committee is toothless, according to the CIC. We've been telling you guys this here on this channel, that there's nothing that is going to come out of this Madlanga commission. Nothing is going to come out of the Ad-Hoc committee. It was just a time-wasting tactic that Cyril Ramaphosa was enforcing to make it seem as if government is doing something about the allegations that were made public by General Nhlanhla, Lieutenant Mkhwanazi. Nothing is going to happen. You can hear from the voices of the Ad-Hoc committee, almost everyone who's not in this GNU is broken. Is broken. The Freedom Front Plus says, listen, we can have Mkhwanazi last. Let's have Mkhwanazi last. Let everyone speak first, and then let's have Mkhwanazi last. The CIC says that's not possible. The people who are going to come, they're going to say, what are you guys having me here for? If you ask me a question, go and ask the person who told you that I took the document. Quite clear from the CIC, you know. So I'm listening to the CIC, I'm listening to every member of the Ad-Hoc committee, and I'm like, but my government. And I don't like it because they keep on, if you listen to Action SA, the EFF and whatever, they have thrown the towel already. They say, if we're not going to get Mkhwanazi now, then what is the need for us to even talk about this thing of the Ad-Hoc committee? Because it means we are toothless. There's nothing that we are here to do. We have been undermined by the, the Madlanga Commission, because looks like they're the big dog, we are the underdogs. And I told you guys, tell me what is the point of Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi saying something in the Ad-Hoc committee and going and saying the same thing in the commission? Honestly, I don't understand. Yesterday, I made a video that the Ad-Hoc committee does not even have the findings are not even binding. And I asked the question, why is this not unfolding in court? Why was there not a ruling that was taken out by the president that said, everyone Mkhwanazi that you have accused, please go to court and bring the evidence there so that these things can be challenged in court. It's not that simple, I know. Some of the things are employer-employee type of disputes that must happen. So I don't understand now. What is it that we'll be waiting for when the Ad-Hoc committee, they don't have power? And Julius Malema is right. Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi told them, I'm not coming, I'm not ready to come because I'm committed to the Ad-Hoc committee. I mean the Madlanga commission. He says, listen, those people have called me, so I'm waiting for a date for them. I'll be going to the Madlanga commission because to him that looks like the more important commission. The Ad-Hoc committee, what is the Ad-Hoc committee there for? Somebody tell us so that we can know. What is the Ad-Hoc committee there for? What is their work? What are they going to do after after they find out that someone is wrong? What is it that they can do? They're toothless. Even if Sibia comes first, still toothless. By the way, I'm sure the fighters are watching and now they are, hey, we have to check the tone. We have to check the CIC's tone in this instance was correct because he did not offend anyone. He did not say, Batubani, the same way he appeared in TV with guns is the same way he must. Fighters, none defended yes. So that is, for me, that is how I feel now. The frustration of the CIC is justified. The frustration of that lady of Action SA, everyone who's frustrated, they is justified. But it's justified that they knew from the beginning that this thing is going nowhere. We told them that what is a Ad-Hoc committee for what end? To what end? What is the results of the Ad-Hoc committee? After you hear what Mkhwanazi said, what are you gonna do? Obviously, if Mkhwanazi said King took 1, 2, 3 document, you're gonna call King, and King is gonna say no. Actually, what happened is 1, 2, 3, and challenge the statement of Mkhwanazi. And then what is he going to do? Only the courts can determine if another statement is right or wrong. Not the Ad-Hoc committee, not the Matlanga commission. Those two have got absolutely no power. They've got no binding powers whatsoever. After all the reports, everything is going to end up on the desk of Cyril Ramaphosa. After everything has happened, it's gonna end up at the desk of Cyril Ramaphosa. And I'm happy that the CIC reminded them of how they dealt with the impeachment of Ubusisio Mkhwebane. How they treated Ubusisio Mkhwebane, making the cornering her like nobody's business. So now what now, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go in the comment section. Let's talk. Because to me, I say, Unhlanhla Mkhwanazi is not going to commit to a date. Already the Matlanga Commission, I think, is starting on the 17th of September. He is committed for the Matlanga Commission. After he's done there, I'm telling you, what he's going to say at the Ad-Hoc committee is going to bore us because we would have heard it already. We heard what he said there is what he said there. You understand? So as we speak right now, he has not even submitted an affidavit for the Ad-Hoc committee specifically. They are using a copy from the Matlanga Commission. What type of rubbish is this? What type of nonsense? Hey, guys. No. I had to come in my car and address this matter. Yo. South Africa. It's bad. 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 But thank you so much for tuning in on King Says So. Please be in the lookout for more videos. I'm still watching this Matlanga Commission thing happening. So yeah, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go back to work quickly. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.